How to be a successful property investor. Welcome to my video. That's the topic of today's video. I'm going to give you 5 valuable tips, and if you follow these tips you will surely become a successful property investor, no doubt. Okay, before I go into the video, the 5 tips, I want to tell you that my name is Indy Mann. Most of the people, most of my followers know that already, but someone visiting my channel the first time, I've been in property for over 10 years now. I've got a diverse portfolio. My main investment is in HMOs, but I have other investments too. Okay, so you need to diversify your portfolio in order to succeed. Okay, so Saturday morning I'm just driving to a meeting, but I'm gonna give you these tips in between the meeting, after the meeting. So let's start with number one. Number one is research and constant learning. Okay, what I mean by that is that to be a successful property investor, you need to get yourself into a habit of a thorough researcher. You need to research the locations, you need to research the property trends, you need to educate yourself regarding the new trends in property, new changes in property laws. So you need to be a very good researcher in property if you want to be a successful property investor. Okay, so that brings me to tip number 2. I'm at my project here in West Midlands. Lads are working, they're clearing the house out. So let's go to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is you need to set clear objectives and goals. So you're gonna set clear goals. Okay, so that means that you need to know your financial situation. You need to know your tolerance of risk, how much risk you're gonna take. You need to know what your clear goal is in property. What do you want to achieve? Okay, so if you don't know those, you're not going to succeed, you're not going to be a good investor. So setting up proper goals is very important, so that if you got your goals set up properly, you can make your roadmap to success. Okay, so in order to achieve, remember, check your finances, know how much you got, how much you can spend, what the deposits are going to be, what the solicitor fees are going to be. So you need to know that. Setting goals regarding what your objective is, what do you want to achieve from property, what do you want to make as a journey, what do you want. And thirdly, you need to know how long or how much risk how far can you go with the risk taking. Okay, so setting clear goals is number 2 to be a successful investor. So that moves on to tip number 3. Okay, so tip number 3 is building a strong network. Okay, so building a strong network is very important for any property investor. You need to have a strong network in order to get more leads, find better deals. Good networking can open opportunities, like you could collaborate with someone, you can do joint ventures, you can get knowledge from other property investors, because don't forget, we don't know everything. No one in this world can say that I know everything. So collaborating, networking with different people is very important. So that's why I always emphasize that go to network meetings. All the successful investors, myself, everybody goes to network meetings. We hold network meetings as well. Like for example, mine is on a first Saturday of every month in Smethwick in my offices. So you're more than welcome. I will leave a link below in the description as well, where you can go to my website, join Mann's Academy to teach yourself, or come to my network meetings. Okay, so leave your details there, I can get in touch with you myself. So that brings me to tip number 4. Come on cameraman, let's go over there. Yeah, so tip number 4 is diversify your portfolio. You don't want to keep buying same sort of property every time. Like for example, if you're buying flats, you don't want all your portfolio full of flats. Okay, you want, if you're buying in, say, close to one university, you don't want to just buy everything in that area. Okay, so diversifying your portfolio is number 4 in any investor's investments, okay, investment journey. So to succeed, for example, you should have your portfolio mixed up of HMOs, flats, apartments, student accommodation, close to hospitals, nurses. So diversify your locations, diversify your type of properties you're buying, and also diversify the areas where you buy. Okay, so for example, myself, I've got properties in Yorkshire, in Hull. I got properties in Staffordshire. I got properties in West Bromwich area of Birmingham. I got properties towards Birmingham city centre. So you need to have diversification of your portfolio. That's tip number 4 to succeed in property. Okay, tip number 5, final tip, okay, the most important one, it is to stay disciplined and patient. Okay, have your patience in this property game. Property game is a long game. It's not one day job. It's no get rich quick scheme. There is nothing like that. And if someone's telling you that, they're talking a lot of bull. Okay, so being disciplined in property is very important. Sorry, I've got a stinger on my phone. So being important, it's important, sorry, to be disciplined in your property journey, okay, and keep having patience as well. Sometimes what will happen is, for example, you'll be doing a project, and say you're making a HMO, for example, and then somebody comes along, Mr. Nobody or Mr. Know-it-all, oh, you shouldn't have made a HMO here. You know what? You should turn this place into apartments. You'll get better return. Don't listen to anybody. Once you made your mind up, stay disciplined. Once you made your mind it's going to be a HMO, because don't forget, you've already done your due diligence. You have already checked the area, you've checked the location, and you know deep down that it's going to work. So stick to that. Don't listen to anyone else. Your mind will even play tricks with you at some point. Think, oh, I can't do this. This is too much for me. Let's take a shortcut. Let's just make it a single let, residential let, as a family let, okay? But you know you've done your due diligence that the house is going to be better, give you a better return. If you turn into HMO, go for it. Okay, stay disciplined and stay patient as well. That's the biggest thing, because nothing's going to happen in a day. Okay, so you need to be very patient in this game, okay, in the property game. So my 5th tip, and the most important one, is discipline and patience. Okay, so that brings me to conclusion. The conclusion of this video is that I've given you 5 tips. Make sure you listen to those tips over and over again and dig them deep in your mind, in your brain. The only way to succeed is staying disciplined in property game, staying patient, doing your due diligence every time you buy a property, not rushing into anything, not being under any pressure, rush to buy a property and then you end up buying a wrong property in the wrong area. And also remember that buying in an area is very important. So always do your due diligence before you buy a property in any area. Okay, so I hope you like the video, and if you do like the video, leave a comment below. Let me know if this video has helped you in your journey. God bless you all. Keep working hard.